Welcome back. We're going to continue where we left off last time with vertex form. I'm going to show you the general form from y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, that's our second order polynomial. First step, we divide each term by a, including y. So that's going to cancel. Y over a equals x squared plus b over a times x plus c over a. Now, here's where we get into, all right, so this is going to look very similar, completing the square. X minus b over 2a squared, okay, that's the same as x minus b over 2a times x minus b over 2a. All right, that's equal to, well, by FOIL, first, outer, inner, last, x squared minus b over, and I'll write this way. This is the same as 1/2 b over a times x minus, again, 1/2 b over a times x. And then negative times negative is a positive. We have b squared over 2 times 2 is 4. A times a is a squared. So this is why I wrote it this way. 1/2 and 1/2 is 1. So this reduces to x squared minus b over a times x plus b squared over 4a squared. This should look familiar from our original video on completing the square. I want this guy, I want to replace, okay, change all of these to a plus, and that solves our problem. I want to replace this guy, so to do that I have to subtract off this. So if I do x, so from here, x plus b over 2a squared minus b squared over 4a squared, and then I still have this c over a. Okay, get a common denominator. I multiply the bottom by a 4 and an a to get 4a squared. So I have to multiply the top by a 4 and an a to get 4ac. All right, so y over a equals, well, all right, we'll carry on. b over 2a. So I'm going to combine this into one fraction. I'm going to put the positive first, 4ac minus b squared. Okay, now, are we done yet? No. We have y over a, so I need to multiply this times a, this term times a, and this term. A and a are going to cancel. A and one of the a's is going to cancel. Y equals a times x plus b over 2a squared plus 4ac minus b squared over 4a. All right, so that's great. To link it back to here, to vertex form, a corresponds to a. H, all right, I'll write this below. H is negative b over 2a. That's this guy. But notice this is a plus, this is a minus. Negative b over 2a. If you continue with mathematics into calculus, there's another way to show that the vertex is at this x coordinate, but we won't go there today. So then k, that leaves us with k is this guy. K is equal to 4ac minus b squared divided by 4a. Lovely. So here we went through the full completing the square process. If we had known this from the outset, we could have just plugged it in and gotten our answer. much like what we did with the quadratic formula. So let's just test, see if I did this right. H is equal to, so back to this example. 2x squared. So A is 2, B is -4, and C is a +5. So plug it into here. H equals -B, so that's going to be a +4 divided by 2 times A. 2 times 2, 4 divided by 4 is 1. Okay, that looks good. How about K? K is equal to 4AC. So 4 times 2 times 5 minus B squared. That's -4 squared divided by 4A. Okay, so I'm plugging in my numbers. 4 times 2 is 8, times 5 is 40. -4 squared is 16. 4 times 2 is 8. What's 40 minus 16? That's 24. Divided by 8 is 3. 1. That was sloppy. 1. H is 1. K is 3. Boom. Wonderful. So that will give us the numbers we're looking for. Now, let's combine what we've learned in the last few lessons. I'll give you a homework. I want you to look at this. Y equals -x squared minus 4x minus 9. Okay? So what do I want you to do? All right, I want you to identify A, B, and C. I want you to graph it. Now you can use the table method, or you can transform it into vertex form and do it that way, which I guess also involves the table method. So I want you to do that. I want you to transform it into vertex form. You can either complete the square the long way or use the shortcuts that we've derived. Graph using vertex form and table. All right, I want you to note the transformations. Note transformations. Okay. So is there any horizontal translation, vertical translation, dilation? Specifically, is there stretching or compression? And lastly, is there any reflection? Okay, so graph it, note transformations. Tell me what you found in the comments below. That concludes this lesson. To see more videos like this one, consider subscribing to my channel. That way, you will receive notifications when I post new lessons. Also, be sure to utilize the comment section below for any questions or suggestions you may have. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please click that like button. As always, thank you for watching. I will see you next time.